trek to Kathmandu. And then we'll spend the night in Kathmandu tonight and Lukla, I guess,
Lukla tomorrow morning. This is still a 7-hour flight though.
Alright, here we are, day one in Kathmandu. We're up here at 4:45, meeting our guide here in about 15 minutes. Going to take the flight to Lukla. That flight's often delayed, so we've got most of the day to do it, because once we get to Lukla, we've only got a 3-hour walk to the village that we're going to stay at tonight. So should be a good day, should be an easy day. Starting out at Lukla, it seems to be mostly downhill, so should be an easy day. These bags right here are the ones that the porters are going to carry, or porter I should say. And then we've each got a day pack, and this one's staying here in Kathmandu. Basically got some travel clothes for the way home, and anything we decided was unnecessary to carry on our backs for 10 days. So here we go. Alright, we made it to Lukla. Got the airport back here behind me. There's probably going to be another plane landing here soon, so I'll try to capture that, but it's just beautiful in the middle of these mountains everywhere around us. So we're waiting on that plane that's coming. It's got one of our pieces of luggage on it. Then we're going to start hiking to Phakding. Start of the trail.
Not for people that are afraid of heights, because that is a ways down. This is the Dingboche River. In English, it's Milky River. And there's our second suspension bridge, but first river crossing. It's just beautiful up here. Here's our first day for the night. Hotel Pine Forest in Phakding. Our guide said it's a new one. And we got a faux stone finish here. Thought it looked a little different. And here it is. Home sweet home for night one. There's our first room for the night. Got a shower, western toilet, open windows for a nice cool breeze. There's our room. Sweet little setup. I don't mind this. Good views. And some donkeys. There it is. Yeah. Travis, first day hiking the trail, what do you think?
It's a lot different than in Colorado, that's for sure.
It is a lot different.
It's a lot different.
The mountains are straight up and down.
Just vertical.
And we're in this valley.
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty.
It's very pretty.
Definitely more humid.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I can say hot or not, but definitely more humid.
Yeah.
So here in Phakding, the elevation is about 8,500 feet. We started out in Lukla, which is about 9,300. Tomorrow, I think we're going to have a bit of elevation gain because we're going to Namche Bazaar. The elevation there is 11,290, I believe it was. So we've got 2,800 feet of elevation tomorrow. And then after that, it's just going to get weird. We're used to hiking at around 11,000 up to 14,000 feet, but hanging out at villages at 14,000 feet and seeing these giant mountains still towering over us, I think that's when it's going to be surreal for me. So we took a little nap this afternoon. It ended up being a 4-hour nap, and that was after lunch. And now it's dinner time. Not super hungry, if I'm honest. But we'll get those calories in for tomorrow. Should be a good day. Here's our little view again. Place we're staying tonight, and just kind of cloudy and overcast. Makes it pretty cool looking. Here we are at the beginning of day 2 on the trail. There's our hotel again that we're getting ready to leave after breakfast. The clouds are just pretty cool. They give some mystery and then give us a reveal to what's back there. I don't know how well this will focus right now, but got the sun rays over that peak up there, and then over here we've got just straight up mountains everywhere. So quite beautiful.
One photo from here, we have to see Namche mountain, 6,608 meter, 79 degrees up.
79 degrees.
79 degrees.
That is steep.
That's also very famous mountain.
Yeah.
Namche. And another peak, Mount Everest, and Namche, front of Namche, and another one, Lobuche. Lobuche means brother of Mount Everest.
Okay.
And then we have to see a very nice peak. That's called Pumari Peak, 7,200 meters. And then left hand side, we have to see Changi. From the Calcutta, we will see very nice view.
So we stopped here for lunch in Jorsale on our way to Namche. I think it was just the last option to stop for lunch, and I think it's probably pretty close to halfway to Namche from Phakding, where we slept last night. So I feel like we're doing pretty good on time. I think we left at about 8 and it's 10:20 right now. So we'll have plenty of time to hang out in Namche and maybe explore a little bit. But yeah. Gonna hike up this trail right here and cross the upper suspension bridge over the Dingboche River. Section of the hike from Hillary to Namche. Uphill, uphill, uphill. I don't know how well you can tell in the video, but it's just a steady uphill. It's great. Got a little bit of cloud cover right now. It's a welcomed change of temperature. This is Namche Bazaar. Some great views, I'm sure. Even with the clouds, I think it's a great view. It'd be really cool to see it without the clouds too. Here's our room in Namche Bazaar. I think we're gonna be here for 2 nights. It's pretty dark, but got a full-on toilet, a little shower head, and a couple twin beds. So I think we're gonna get cleaned up and hang out, play some cards, enjoy the views. Speaking of which, let's see what we've got out our window. Can't wait to see that morning when the clouds are all cleared up. Should be beautiful. This is day 3, second day hanging out in Namche is an acclimatization day. We did do a short little hike, 2.5 miles, something like that, hoping to get a glimpse of Everest, but it's just been overcast and cloudy all day. Actually right now it's about as good as the view's been. Little glimpse right through there and just clouds moving in and out. I think there's like a little bakery we're gonna go check out and just hanging out for the rest of the day and head on to Tengboche tomorrow. We're here at the Namche Bakery and Cafe. Had some chocolate carrot cake, now some apple strudel here on our off day. I really thought I was going to come on this trip and maybe lose some weight from hiking a bunch, but
Gaining weight.
yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. I think I'm going to come home a little thicker. But looks delicious. The cake was delicious. Recommend it so far. It is day 4. We're starting our trek out of Namche to Tengboche. We're at about 11,300 feet. Another 1,000 feet or so to Tengboche. Still getting my lungs warmed up. It's not a easy warm up because it's straight uphill out of the gate. So it's about 58, 60 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and I am just not used to this humidity. Usually it'd be a nice, comfortable walk, but man, I start sweating in no time. We live in such a drier climate that my body's not used to this. Everything just feels wet. This wool clothing I highly recommend for this climate. Super hazy. Our guide says you can normally see Everest from this point, but all we can see are clouds. But enjoying the hike nonetheless. This section is just easy, really. Fairly flat, fairly gradual. Get to enjoy the pine trees. Flowers are beautiful. Enjoying it nonetheless, but it would be awesome to see Everest right now. But this fog just gives its own unique beauty. So this is about the most we've seen today. Sun just started to slightly come out, hopefully burn off some of these clouds. So we just dropped about 1,500 feet. It's this little village here. I can't remember the name of it, but it's mid-morning, so we just had a little snack, some Oreos and some Coca-Cola. It's kind of been the trend. And we're about to take our trek back up. It's another 2,000 feet up into the clouds across there. Not sure how well it shows up in the camera there, but the tough part of the trail is still ahead of us. But there's not much distance left. It's just all uphill from here. And then we'll spend the night in either Tengboche, since it's the off season. There might not be a village or a little spot open to stay, so we'll go to the next one, which is Dingboche. And then the day after that will be Dingboche. So yeah, and keep going. Alright, I've gotten some of the views, some of the nice pieces of trail. Here's the ugly. Uphill. Lots of uphill. Out of breath, sweating. But loving it. Loving it. So we've made it here to Tengboche. A lot of construction going on. That seems to be the main source of work during the off season, which we are in here now. Here we are in Tengboche. Finally woke up and had some views. Clouds cleared out a little bit, just all the way around us. All the way around. Starting our trek from Tengboche to Dingboche. Here's where we stayed for the night. The views, the clouds. A little bit of downhill and then back up. Tonight we'll be at 14,400 something feet. About the tallest that Travis and I have ever been. Just from hiking 14ers in Colorado. So this will be a new experience. So we've left Tengboche and headed to the next little village right up there. And I don't know if you can see it in the video or not, but there's just a tiny glimpse of Everest behind the clouds there. But nonetheless, beautiful valley, beautiful place. Looks like we've made it to tree line at about 13,000 feet. Little village behind us. We've been there for a while, but we're there again. And there's our trail up to Dingboche through the clouds. Just came up this valley all above tree line, which we are thoroughly enjoying since we get a nice cool breeze. So we're coming up on our Hotel Good Luck here in Dingboche. I gotta say the hike today was refreshing. Getting above tree line and getting a cool breeze. Didn't sweat near as much, even though I'm breathing just as hard. We're at about 13,000 feet. I think that's somewhere close to 4,000 meters. We have made it to our hotel. Hotel Good Luck.
Hotel Good Luck.
Travis, how you feeling about it?
I'm feeling pretty good. I have a little blister, but it's not bad. It was a good hike. I like to be above tree line. More breeze.
Quite refreshing.
Yeah.
Just beautiful hotel. Hard to imagine that this place is up here at 13,000 plus feet. 13,600 feet according to Travis's watch. It's beautiful. Mountains around us are still so tall. Nothing like this in Colorado, that's for sure. So we're actually a little over 14,000 feet. My watch is saying 14,156. The map that I've got says this little village is at 14,300. So we are approaching the highest that I've ever been. And to be in a place like this doing it is just amazing. So today is the start of day 6. We're in Tengboche. This would normally be a rest day on the trek that we've got, but we're pushing on to Lobuche. The reason for that is we're hoping for good weather to take a longer route back home through Gokyo and Dole. So if we can get the weather to look a little different than this, I think we'll be in good shape. But otherwise, maybe we'll just spend another day in Gorak, Shep or Lobuche and see if we can get some better views. So yeah, here we go. So this morning while we were getting ready, we had a small glimpse of some mountains right through there, and then it clouded right back up. But what's amazing to me and just being in this place is even though we're at 14,000 feet, there's so much life and just a way of life, a village. I mean, they're out here working every day, doing stuff. So it's very cool to see nonetheless. So I'm recording, complaining about the fog. We look way up and there's a mountain poking through the clouds, much higher than I would have expected. Starting our ascent from 14,000 to 16,000.
We start the walks.
Up to Lobuche. Here's the little village of Dingboche as we're making our way out. and it is overshadowed by Abba Dablam. So this is a new record for me. Tallest mountain I've hiked is Mount Massive in Colorado at 14,429, and I'm at about 14,479. So officially the highest I've ever been. Surrounded by clouds and surrounded by mountains that are way taller. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's one right through there. There's some others hiding by the clouds over there. So pretty cool moment here for me. Highest I've ever been. Got Periche right down there and the Kumja River. Here we are in Lukla. About to start climbing here shortly. You can just make out the trail there. Starting right here and working our way up. I think we've only got about 1,100 feet of elevation and maybe a couple miles to get to Lobuche, where we're spending the night. So this place is a memorial to all the people that have died on Everest. As you can see, there are quite a few. Quite a few. So we made it to Lobuche about 12:30 or 12:45, something like that. Had some lunch. Got a sweet room. It's the first time that there is a full-size bed instead of just two twins. And we've even got our own little Western toilet. Wasn't expecting that in Lobuche. Seems we got the fancy suite with, hopefully in the morning, some fancy views. Not half bad, but Noopse's hiding behind the clouds there. We'd love to get a peek. Until then, here's our hangout. The Khumbu Glacier, and you can see the ice way off in the distance there, and that's where Everest Base Camp is.
Yes.
So because of the clouds, we're not catching the full glimpse of these mountains, but these clouds give a mystery to them. Still so cool nonetheless.
I'm singing favorite trekking song Resam Piriri from Lobuche. Resam Piriri. Resam Piriri, Resam Piriri. Sometime trekking, sometime resting, Resam Piriri. एक नाले बन्दुक दुई नाले बन्दुक मृगलाई ताकेको मृगलाई मैले ताकेको होइन मायालाई डाकेको.
So today's day 7. I am out of breath. I walked up this tiny little hill. And the altitude is just, I'm feeling it. We'll put it that way. I am feeling the altitude. But it is a clear, beautiful day. It's the first day that we've been here where there is not a cloud in the sky. Maybe some little wisps right over there, but just a beautiful day. I hope it stays like this. We got some good views. Today is the trek to base camp. So, all the more reason for these views to stay. We haven't seen a real glimpse of Everest yet, so hoping to make that happen today. On the hike from Lobuche to Gorak. Beautiful day, beautiful views. Taking a little break.
Yeah.
Surrounded by giant mountains. And we're at over 16,000 feet. Tangri,
And then that no name, and then Pumari,
Pumari,
Tongste,
Tongste,
Lumuste,
Lomoste,
and then Kumbuste.
Kumbuste,
That's part of Chinese mountain, okay?
Chinese mountain,
And then Lola,
Lola, and then Nupse
and then Amadoblo.
is the one hiding back there. The white peak hiding.
And then Kantega,
Kantega,
left, and then front Tamserku,
Tamzurko,
and then from right Tabuche,
Dabuche,
and then from right Zolache,
Jolache,
and then from right Labuche.
Labuche.
Yeah, that's the Labuche.
So we're getting ready to cross this glacier right through here. The trail, if you can make it out in the distance there, goes up to Acclimatization and then to Everest Base Camp right through there. So we're definitely getting close. This is the Kumu Glacier. Sounds like water running through it. Really, really cool to see. And the clouds are creeping up on us. this is our stay for tonight in Gorak, Shep. Elevation 16,900. Just surrounded by beautiful peaks. Everest is right behind Namche, right here, just on the other side. And the Nepalese China border kind of follows the top of these mountains here. There is Pumori with a little bit of cloud cover, and if you can see this trail ahead of us, that's where we're gonna hike up that little black peak called Kalapatar and get some views. There's Namche and just a little peak of Everest back there, and hopefully get some real good views, and pray that these clouds don't continue to form before we get up there. It's about 1,200 feet, so normally no big deal, but 16,000 feet, I'm breathing hard walking on flat ground. So here we go. Highest elevation I've ever been. Top of Kalapatar in the Himalayas, looking at Everest, Lhotse, Namche, and the Khumbu Glacier. Taking a little shortcut down through the glacier to Everest Base Camp. It's been a good hike day. Lobuche to Gorak, Gorak to Kalapatar, and now Kalapatar to Everest Base Camp. Somewhere around the corner. We've made it here to base camp. Eating some chocolate. There it is. A little bit of cloud cover, but not terrible. And sitting on top of a glacier. We did it.
Good.
We did it. Alright, we're leaving Gorak, Shep, headed down to Ferice.
Felice!
Hopefully our views stay this good. It's a beautiful day. So this is a view we did not have hiking to Lobuche from Dingboche. Right now we're hiking from Gorak, Shep to Ferice. So we just passed a group of guys working on the trail, and this is what it looks like when they're done. Wish I had captured what it looked like back there. It's a lot of work. It's impressive. So on the way back down, we thought we were gonna stay in Ferice, but with it being the off season, there weren't really too many options. So we're continuing our trek to Ferice. We're currently at just shy of 11 miles from Gorak, and it's just right around the corner up here. So maybe just hair over 11 miles overall today. Only about 1,000 feet in elevation and a few thousand feet in descent. We started at 16.9 in Gorak, and we'll be at about 13. So down here it feels more like jungle than mountains. Got the moss. And just a more humid climate. But the moss is really cool, hanging down from the trees. We're just now getting back into Tengboche, a little uphill, and the humidity, sweating like a pig. And as you can see, it's cloudy. We don't have the views that we had when we stayed here on our way up. So today is day 9. We're hiking down from Namche down to Phakding. We're a day ahead of schedule, otherwise it would be Namche to Lukla. But we're just splitting the mileage. 2 shorter days versus a longer day. If the weather was nicer, we probably would have stayed here in Namche, gone up to the Hotel Everest viewpoint, but still clouds. So we got our best views going up and not as many views going down. So thankful for the ones we did get. And if I ever do this again, hopefully we'll plan it outside the monsoon season. Took a little break in Jorsale again, and now we're headed on to Phakding, back down in the valley. Alright, today's the last day to hike. Hiking from Phakding to Lukla, a little bit uphill. And there were actually some flights out of Lukla this morning, so that's a good sign. Hoping we can catch a flight tomorrow. There it is.
Home. We miss our home.
Yeah. Last room on our trek here in Lukla. Got a sweet setup. Relative
I'm gonna sit on
to
Can I sit on your bed?
Travis is known to have a swamp butt,
Big old
sweaty
swamp
butt. So here it is with our awesome views of the clouds. So we are still here in Lukla. We arrived on Tuesday, planning to take a flight out on Wednesday. Well, it is Friday and we are still here. So we are waiting on a helicopter now to take us back to Kathmandu. A little extra money, but our flight leaves tomorrow. And this is how we're going to get there. Bye.